What's going on, everybody? Julian here, J. Lewis Trading, and today somebody emailed me and asked me about a couple stocks, CRM and Facebook, and it was a very, very simple question. Based on the bell ringing and these stocks moving up, how would you enter them? How would you get into them? Essentially, Julian, how would you trade these two potential stocks? Now, I look at all stocks the same. I don't actually focus on symbols. I focus on price action, candlesticks, volume, volatility. Those are kind of the key components that I look at. CRM, Facebook, fill in the blank XYZ stock. I have to be looking at the same stuff, and I've got to be using the technique that I use. And it's a very, very simple technique. And you can follow this video and actually use this step by step in a very, very simple way to help yourself consistently trade and get profitable using this system. So here it is, CRM. How would you trade this? This thing was up pre-market. Some news on this. I don't even look at the news. As long as there's a catalyst and I know the catalyst exists, then the question is, does the market even give a shit? And so here's how it works. CRM, catalyst, moved it up much higher today, hence the gap. And what I'm looking at is price action is clearly gapping over yesterday's close. And then the next thing I want to do is just look at the first 5 minute bar, and I want to look at the participation, and I want to look to see what the market thinks of the stock. Now you'll see right through here with CRM, we put in a 257 high, and then the lows just started to get higher and higher and higher. Now this VWAP line right through here, as long as price action is trading above that VWAP, what that's telling me is that both price and volume are above the average. And so that just tells me that there's a demand story there. Now, the real interesting thing is if something is trading at VWAP, is there enough demand to take it away from the VWAP? And that's sort of the breakout trade that we're looking for. And with CRM, you can actually see that happened right through here. So you get what's called an ascending triangle. The VWAP squeezes price action higher, and then it just lifts off. You get this nice ascending triangle that transitions into a nice big 3-bar play off of the VWAP, and then it gets extended, and you can actually see that this thing moves up as many as 55 points for the day. And after it had that big extension off the VWAP, you can actually see that it got more or less range bound for the rest of the day. More or less the entire move was made here, not here. So it's this portion of the day that I'm watching. CRM blasted up. I knew after that first 5-minute bar that if it was confirmed to the upside, holding the VWAP, and there was volume to back the play, CRM would do big things. So I was not wrong on that one. Facebook, same type of scenario. Facebook pumped up first 5 minutes, held long, and not too much different what Facebook did here. You can see that it actually found this high, pulled back a little bit using these real bodies and this candlestick high right through here. You can actually see that we're flagging with VWAP support. VWAP support squeezed price action over, what is that, 288.83, and then pushed this thing higher, and it left the VWAP, got extended before it checked back in with its VWAP. The majority of the move is leg one, comes back down, consolidation, holds that VWAP again and gets long. But this is the trade that we're looking at. This is the setup. You've got that flag off the VWAP, and then it crushes right through here. Boom, and moves higher. And you can see that the volume follows through. So when people are asking me, well, how are you trading these stocks when they come up on your scanner? How do you find them, so on and so forth? The big thing is once I've got something that looks like it could be a potential opportunity, I want to understand what the volume profile is. I want to understand what the price action is going to do. And I want to just realize and dial into whether or not there is a demand or a supply story. And if there's a lot of volume and there's a lot of volatility and price action is moving up, ebbing and flowing, lots of big bullish volume bars confirmed by, candlesticks confirmed by volume. When they pull back, light volume, that's sort of where I look to get in, and that tells me that there's a lot more demand than there is supply, and those are the stories that I want to trade. So whether it's CRM, FB, AAPL, or fill in the blank symbol, it's just about candlesticks. It's about reading the volume bars, and it's about whether or not price action can hold that VWAP and then eventually find enough balls to move away from the VWAP. And that's what Facebook did. That's what CRM did. And that's what a couple of the other low float stocks that we were trading did today, and that's what we do every single day.